5 times, been a central minister in the government of Sri Rajiv Gandhi ji, Sri Narasimha Rao ji. He held very many portfolios, and he has seen and travelled not only in India but all across the world. And I think that vast knowledge and experience is that result of that vast knowledge and experience is this book that he has written. So I'm sure that this will be a book which will not only be interesting for the people of Goa, but also anyone who has got some interest about Goa and the Indian political scenario. So I want to say that I want to congratulate Shri Edward Abelji for having written this wonderful book, and I think it will be a part of the Goan heritage, Goan culture, and the Goan library. Any Goan library should be having. I hope that is going to happen. Secondly, as you very well know, today morning we had meeting of the coordination committee which has been formed under the leadership of Shri Ramakant Kalap and Reginaldo. And subsequently today in the afternoon, our district level and block presidents also, our district coordination committee and block presidents also attended the meeting, and we have discussed the responsibilities and the intention behind the coordination committee. Basically, the coordination committee is formed to launch to connect the party to the booth level, to launch the digital membership drive, to ensure that in every booth of Goa, people who sympathize with the Congress, people who support the Congress, people who are with the Congress, they are made members of the party, and we are following a new way of doing it through the digital means. This was launched actually a year ago, but because of the corona pandemic, everything, it was not implemented. And now we are giving it a fresh impetus, involving everybody in this, all our senior leaders, including Mr. Kamath, including Mr. Virginia Valerio, Mr. Sadina, Mr. Ravi Naik, Mr. Pratap Singh Rane, our PCC President Girish Chodakar, and all the district presidents, block presidents, senior leaders, office presidents, everybody is going to get involved in this. And we want to make it a successful successful drive which connects the party to the grassroots workers and grassroots level people. So we had large discussions, and this membership drive will be launched on 2 dates. I hope somebody can keep quiet. Why are they talking? Please close the door. So on the 12th of February, it will be launched in South Goa, and on 13th of February in North Goa, and subsequently within a few days in every constituency, in every block, on a single day, the membership drive process will start. So this exercise, I'm sure, will be a very successful one, and we want to ensure that the cadre of the party is strong, they're identified, and through this process, we want to see what is the strength of the party at the ground level. Where we are strong, where we are weak, where we have to improve, where we have to take some corrective measures. All this will be analyzed along with the membership drive, because all our leaders will be given in charges of constituencies. All the leaders will have to travel to the villages, to the booths. Senior leaders will be going around and taking part in this massive exercise. So subsequently, after the membership drive, we are planning to complete this membership drive by the 10th of March. March 10th is the completion date for the membership drive. And after the completion of the membership drive, between 11th March and 25th March, all our block Congress committees will be reconstituted, all will be reviewed and reconstituted. Then between 26th March and 10th April, our district committees will be reviewed and reconstituted. And by the 25th of April, the Pradesh Congress Committee also will be reconstituted. So, this is a big exercise that we are taking, that we are venturing on to strengthen the organization, to identify who are the good leaders, who are the people who are working at the grassroots level, who are the people who are very active, who are the people who can contribute to the party in a bigger way, some at the ground level, some intellectually, some organizationally, all kinds of ways are there to contribute to the party. So we want to identify those people and give them opportunities, give them positions and promote them. In a way we are getting ready, battle ready. Congress party is getting battle ready to face the forthcoming elections whenever it comes. There are many speculations, many rumors, we don't know. But we will be ready, we will reach out to the people. Today, Sri Rahul Gandhi ji is going across the country, traveling everywhere and fighting what is, today we are witnessing what is happening in India, how the BJP is running this country like a dictatorship. Voices of the people are being suppressed. Fundamental rights of the people are being suppressed. And the country, what was 6 years ago, today if you look at India, I would say we have gone back. There is no question of Achhe Din. It's only Bure Din today. Our economy has gone down. Joblessness has increased. There is so much of social disharmony, social unrest. People are divided. Our national security is endangered. Today our lands have been occupied by neighboring countries. We have become friendless in our neighborhood. Today nobody is talking pro-India. Neither Bangladesh, neither Sri Lanka, neither Nepal, neither any country in the neighborhood. Nobody is there for India today. We have become a friendless country in our own neighborhood. 6 years back, this was not the case. So what has happened in this country? Today farmers are protesting for 2 months. Never in India's history has such a situation ever arisen where farmers are protesting for 2 months and the government is not willing to understand that issue and to solve the problem. They are defaming them, they are calling them anti-national, they are calling them terrorists. What kind of a government is this? So, if you say 6 years ago UPA, when the BJP came to power with so many promises, if you look now, I think we are heading for a disaster today. Because every time they are using, I would say, provoking people, distracting people, spreading lies to people, disinformation campaign, big, nice sounding titles, Atmanirbhar Bharat. Now Make in India is forgotten. Now it's Atmanirbhar Bharat. Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao is forgotten. Bringing back black money is forgotten. 2 crore jobs per year is forgotten. Money in your bank account is forgotten. Everything, whatever they promise, each day a new slogan. So, today our country is going into a very dangerous situation where Indians are calling Indians anti-nationals. Anyone who raises a voice against the Prime Minister or the Home Minister are branded as Deshdrohis. Anybody who criticizes the Prime Minister's policies, they are raided, they are threatened, they are trolled. Any political leader attacks them, IT raid, ED raid. This is not a country of, this has become a mafia which is running this country today. Unfortunately, that is the way they are running it. Even media people. So many media people are being arrested. Anyone who is talking against them are being harassed. media houses which go against the government are being troubled. Even you people are not free. Tomorrow, if you make a strong statement against the Prime Minister, I'm sure you will be arrested also. That is the fear. Today people are afraid. And diesel and petrol, prices abroad, crude oil prices are so cheap. But today, where is the prices going? I mean, where is the cost of living is going up, prices are going up. But unfortunately, the government believes in, not in development, they believe in divide and rule, they believe in spoiling people's minds. So, Congress is the only party now which can take on the BJP, not other parties. Congress is the one party, nationally it's a national party, which can take on the BJP, and we will do it. And even in Goa, we will see to it that our leaders, our people, our workers go with unity, go full steam ahead, and ensure that this corrupt BJP government in Goa and the misrule that has taken place in Goa on so many issues. They are selling out the Goan heritage, they are selling out the Goan culture, they are selling out the Goan assets for private people. To benefit few people, the Goan state is for sale. To support Adani, the whole of India is for sale. So this is a sad plight, not only in Goa, across the country. So we will take on all those issues, and our coordination committee meeting today, along with the Pradesh Congress committee. Unfortunately, Mr. Chodakar is not here because of his father being sick with corona, and since he is attending to him, we had advised him not to attend because it will not send a right message that because of this pandemic times, we all should be careful, and so he didn't attend. But I will be meeting him separately, and he is also fully on board with this. There is no division in this. There is no divide with the coordination committee or the PCC. There is no divide. We have all spoken to each other. This is a decision taken after a joint discussion about a month, almost 1.5 months back, that this is the way forward for us. And that discussion, all the leaders who are present here and who are not present here also were part of the discussion which we had. And this is a joint operation which is being done. So I thank you for the for coming here, and if any questions are there, I'm willing to answer.
So now I have a question. We have your schedule for the membership drive and all. It goes from February to April, and during this time there are also municipal election may take place. So wouldn't it clash for you?
See, membership drive, elections will always be taken. We don't know when elections are going to take place. Firstly, we have charted out a schedule. They have announced yesterday the reservation, which again is being questioned in the courts because it's all been done with political intentions to weaken the opposition. They violated all laws in the reservation categories. That is being questioned. So we don't know what is going to happen. So we can't wait for that. We have no time. So that will run parallelly because that's only in the municipal areas. There are so many rural areas. So wherever some problems come, we will take some sort of via media solution to find out.
Is this entire full process like this coordination committee, would there be a new president or what it is?
See, I'm not, the intention is to see that we become strong as an organization, and whatever decision is required to strengthen the organization, that will be taken.
Even the decision of changing the president?
Whether to change or not to change, the bloc, the DCC, the PCC, all will be taken based upon the ground situation, based upon the feedback, and ultimately based upon a common consensus. There's no intention this is being done not to change anybody or make anybody. This is being done so that as a cadre we strengthen ourselves, as an organization we strengthen ourselves, and we all do it together with a sense of unity. That is the main intention behind this, not to make anyone or not to remove anyone.
No, but even the ZP elections have sent some signals to you, no?
No, that is all over and done with. ZP elections are over. We know why it happened, how it happened. So, we didn't have any time to campaign. We didn't know when the elections were going to take place. Only the BJP knew when it was happening. So, there are very, very different, many factors are there. Of course, it is a loss for us. Of course, every election is important. But at the ground level, there is some amount of, there are some reasons why we lost. We have discussed those reasons. And this effort is to see that we address those issues. So we win back the hearts and the minds of the Goan people back to Congress, because people of Goa, like the Congress, have affection for Congress and are willing to support the Congress. But we have to win back their support, because somewhere they feel that they feel disappointed that in the last election, though they voted for the Congress, we could not form the government. So there is some amount of, I would say, unhappiness on part of the voter with the Congress. I'm frankly admitting to it. But that is the issue that we're trying to address now. That is the issue that we're going to go back to the people and say, what happened before will not happen again. We will this time ensure that people that we select will be people who will be loyal, who will be trustworthy, and we will go to the people with that mandate.
What happens to those?
Since most of your, around 10 of your MLAs who got defected and joined BJP, this time you will give tickets to the new faces?
See, I'm telling you, our thing is to strengthen the Congress party and to make the party in a situation where we win back the hearts and minds of the people of Goa. We are not interested in any people who have defected or who left. Those are all secondary issues. We have to win the hearts and minds of the people of Goa. Because people of Goa like and love the Congress, because Congress has contributed to the creation of Goa, to the freedom of Goa. We have developed Goa. There's history of the contribution of Congress to Goa. And that is what we are going to use to reconnect and say, we are here to save Goa from these corrupt and capitalist elements. You come here, that is the duty of the Congress party to do that, to restore its glory, and to give a good, clean government. So I don't want to get into individuals, because we want to go beyond that.
You speak about membership drive. You speak about getting all your party workers on board and all. What happens to those honest workers when there is a news that your people are trying to get former BJP MLAs into Congress and all, like Benjamin Silva and all? There is a news.
I don't want to talk about speculations. These are all your own speculations.
It's on paper, sir.
Paper,
Newspaper. These are our speculations.
I'm just saying, I don't want to talk about that. Our intention is very clear, is that those we strengthen our party, we build up our base, and what is important to us is the voter, not the leader.
But are you all ready to take BJP, those who have left BJP and all?
See, any person who's credible, who's loyal, who's trustworthy, who believes in ideology, who we have faith in, we can always consider them. But that is another issue.
Mr. Rao, this last time your winnability of the candidate while selecting the candidate paid off. 17 of your MLAs were elected. But this time while selecting the candidates for the assembly election, would loyalty be more important than winnability?
I think let us do this exercise after 2 months, because I think selection of candidates and the strategy for the election, we will be discussing it in seriousness after this process is over. And till then, our focus is on our own party and on our own workers and the voters of the state. So once that we build up our own strength, these other issues we will be discussing only after this process is over. Till then, I have also told all our leaders and also all our people that all these issues will not be part of any discussion in the public forum also, nor in the private forums.
So
party election is coming up. Because party election is coming up, will Congress go for alliance with like-minded parties?
See, these elections are not based on party symbols. So sometimes what happens within Congress, there may be 2-3 people wanting to contest. So we don't know, like how we have in Gram Panchayat elections in other states, without symbol. Sometimes there are more than one from our own party contest. So these all will be left to the local leadership to work out their own strategy at the local level. We will leave it to them in their own municipality, how they want to do it, whether they can have some sort of what is the look, based on that only it will be decided. But let us see when these elections are going to happen, because I don't know the way they've done these categories. I don't see, the courts, allowing this kind of reservation categories to be allowed. So they may stay this reservation category itself.
So Mada is still an issue concern for the state of Goa. Your take on this, because recently.
I've already reacted on this.
No, because there have been new things which have been coming
Goa
up.
Congress will fight for the rights of Goa. That is what the Goa Congress has been doing, and they will continue to do.
Sir, how are you going to change the common perception that the Congress and the BJP are happy ever after marriage?
But that's what I said. No, we have to change that perception. What mistakes we made before, we should not repeat them. And we have to win the hearts and minds of the Goan people. How do we do that? By changing that perception. So that's why I said we are going to strengthen our own. We'll reach out to the people. We'll fight for the people's causes. And we will create that. I don't want it to be a perception. People actually truly believe us. Not something which is based on some fault. It has to happen, and we will work towards it. I promise that Congress Party will work towards it, and we will not allow such a situation to happen again, where the people of Goa will feel betrayed by the mandate. Because last time, the present government is a betrayal of the mandate of the previous election. This is not a government of any legitimacy. BJP governments in India, many governments are not legitimate governments, whether in Karnataka, whether in Goa, whether in Madhya Pradesh. All these governments are not, they are illegitimate governments. So, these illegitimate governments are the ruin of any state. All they're interested in making money, to be corrupt, and you don't know which party they want to jump to, where they want to go to. So, this is not something which is good for the good of the state. And today, what we want to do is something which is good for Goa. So when we think of saying something good for Goa, we need to convince the people of Goa that we are on the right track, and for that we will take hard decisions.
But how would you also convince the people of Goa, saying that those who join us, those who get elected, suddenly don't jump into BJP and form the government again?
Like I said, after I finish this exercise, we will address those issues will be addressed. Those issues will be definitely addressed. Now we are focused on strengthening ourselves, to strengthening our cadre, and to go to the people and listen to the people and hear what they are saying, and then we will come back and then we will work out our own strategy for that. Okay? Thank you. Do you want to say a few words about your book? Something about your book, you can just say a few words. Yeah, fellow you will say.
The book that is at the request of many of my former colleagues of parliament. They asked me to write this, and this is